Did you know corporate greed once turned a chemical plant into a weapon that killed thousands in a single night? December 2nd, 1984. Workers at the Union Carbide pesticide plant in Bhopal, India noticed something terrifying. Pressure readings in the methyl isocyanate storage tanks were climbing dangerously high. But every safety system had been disabled to cut costs. The refrigeration units were shut off. The gas scrubber was offline for maintenance. The flare tower couldn't handle the massive leak. 40 tons of toxic gas began pouring into the night air. A deadly cloud drifted over the sleeping city of 600,000 people, targeting the poorest neighborhoods first. Workers could only watch in horror as poison fog rolled into the slums. People woke up choking, vomiting blood, stumbling blind through the streets. Children died in their parents' arms as families fled in panic. By morning, 3,800 people were dead. Mass graves had to be dug. The executives faced no real consequences. Cost-cutting had become mass murder. Did you know the deadliest aviation disaster in history was caused by a single misunderstood sentence? March 27th, 1977. Hundreds of passengers were stranded at Tenerife's tiny airport after a bomb threat forced their planes to divert. Two massive 747 jets sat packed with fuel and people, waiting on an overcrowded runway. Then thick fog rolled in, reducing visibility to zero. Both planes needed to use the same single runway to escape. The KLM captain thought he heard clearance to take off. But Pan Am was still taxiing ahead, invisible in the fog. Air traffic control tried to warn them, but radio static garbled the message. The KLM jet accelerated down the runway at full speed. At the last second, the captain saw Pan Am through the mist and pulled up desperately. Too late. The KLM plane crashed down onto Pan Am at 150 miles per hour, creating a massive fireball that consumed both aircraft. 583 people died in seconds because of one tragic miscommunication. A preventable disaster that still haunts. Did you know Stalin once dumped 6,000 people on a remote island just to watch them die? In May 1933, Soviet authorities rounded up thousands of so-called undesirable citizens from Moscow and Leningrad. These weren't criminals, just people deemed useless by the state. They were packed onto overcrowded barges and shipped to Nazino Island, a swampy wasteland in Siberia. No food, no tools, no shelter, just the clothes on their backs. NKVD guards dumped them on the shore and sailed away, leaving them to starve. Within days, the strongest began hunting the weakest for food. Bones were carved into weapons. Guards traded ammunition for human flesh. After 1 month, authorities finally returned to find 4,000 corpses scattered across the island. The survivors had been reduced to hunting each other like animals. Children's bodies lay with missing limbs, gnawed clean. This wasn't war or famine. This was deliberate extermination disguised as relocation. Stalin had engineered the perfect killing field. Did you know the end of a 300-year dynasty happened in a basement built on lies? On July 17, 1918, the Romanov family was woken at midnight in Ipatiev house. Guards told them they were being moved to safety because White Army forces were approaching. After months of captivity, they finally had hope for rescue. Tsar Nicholas, his wife Alexandra, and their 5 children were led downstairs for what they believed was temporary relocation. In the basement, Yakov Yurovsky told them to arrange themselves for a group photograph. Then he began reading the execution order. 11 men opened fire in the small room, bullets ricocheting off jewels sewn into the women's clothing. Children screamed and tried to hide behind their parents as the chaos continued. Those still moving were finished with bayonets, including the hemophiliac Tsarevich Alexei. The bodies were dismembered and dissolved in acid to hide all evidence. Many executioners later suffered complete psychological breakdowns from the intimate brutality. A